Almost all of today's off-road vehicle trends are growing in a particular segment that I'm sure isn't going to be of any surprise to you guys. Although personally, I'm not really in agreement with the term overlanding, as we're not out driving cattle across the plains of Australia. No, most of us are just trying to seek refuge from the stresses of day-to-day life while out on an adventure exploring new areas and doing as much primitive camping as possible. But that needed a name, and it ended up being overlanding. And the overlanding industry has just exploded more than it ever has before because, well, we needed to get the f out of the house and out of our own heads due to all of the additional challenges provided by that nasty little piece of worthless known as COVID. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, we were able to sort of get back to our natural-born prehistoric roots of spending time in the great outdoors. Something that I think a lot of us are really glad of, as it taught us that life is short and shouldn't always be spent on doing things that we may not necessarily want to be doing, like spending a few hours watching TikTok videos every day, for example. Either way, regardless of each individual's own personal reasons for wanting to get out of the day-to-day and into the wild, the fact is that more people have gone overlanding in the past year than any year before. And that's why almost all of the biggest trends surrounding the off-road vehicle industry revolve around the overlanding segment. Starting with the increase of technological advancements in electronic devices, especially in solar charging and battery-run inverters. One major name that we hear at TrailBuilt quite often continues to come across in so many different avenues of media outlets and events is RedArc Electronics. And it's not just because we keep running into our RedArc buddy Jeremiah from Overland Pioneers, although it probably helps, but it's because they have been producing some of the best onboard electronic management systems and devices for as long as I am old, and that's a long ass time. But to run anything electronic and for a comprehensive selection of components like solar regen systems, to inverters, deep cycle batteries, power management systems, and everything else to keep your vehicle powered up and self-sustaining to be able to run all of your electronics for extended periods of time, then make sure and start with a reliable power system like what RedArc has to offer. And guys, this isn't a paid ad or sponsorship or anything like that, but one of the biggest and fastest growing categories of extended off-road vehicle travel, overlanding, trends is in the off-road power systems, and RedArc just happens to already have this category on lock. Plus, power management is the foundation for operating and charging all of your other electrical devices. Cell phones, cell phone signal boosters, onboard Wi-Fi, lighting systems, refrigerators, televisions, tablets, projectors for watching movies on the side of your vehicle, and the list goes on. So if that sounds like a trend you are either already a part of or are looking to expand on, then definitely make sure and start off with a solid power management system like what RedArc Electronics already has available. Plus, it's just really good stuff. Along with the growing trends and advancements in the electrical side of 4x4 travel is figuring out creative ways to pack the entirety of everything you have in the house into a vehicle that is a fraction of the size of your house. How much of a fraction? Well, I have no clue, but most of us aren't living out of our vehicles, and if you are, by choice, well, then God bless, because honestly, I wish I was too sometimes. But over the duration of time that the overlanding market has been booming, many companies have been working on creative and modular storage systems. Nowadays, the fridge, kitchen sink, pots and pans, toilet, coffee maker, bed, camp stove, and welder now all fit into one drawer that lowers and raises just by asking Alexa to do so. Okay, well, not really, but an example of something like that is the Easy Slide Fridge Cradle that we showed in our top 5 products from SEMA video. It mounts in the back of your SUV and is basically a sliding platform where you can mount a fridge to, or storage box, or casket, or whatever, and it not only slides out for easy access, but it lowers down as well for really easy access for whatever you have on there. So that was pretty cool. Another neat little exterior mounting system we found at SEMA was originally developed for use in marine applications, specifically on boats, and are what is known as sea suckers. These vacuum cups remind me of what replacement glass specialists use to carry and install windshields. They're basically big suction cups, but use a manual vacuum pump to remove the air from the rubber cup, and each individual one can hold around 250 pounds, give or take, of gear to the exterior of your vehicle. And again, it's a modular system that can be used for attaching a variety of different items to your vehicle. Roof racks, cross rails, lights, high lift, bike rack, whatever, and can be easily removed during or after your trip and easily reinstalled again for use as you please when you want. And there's constantly new systems being designed and brought to market as this particular trend continues to grow into and through 2022. Also, and besides just products, the soft-roading segment continues to grow and is a large trend in the off-road vehicle community, especially with Toyota RAV4s and Highlanders, and of course, Subarus. These types of vehicles offer a very capable off-road platform in an economical package, plus are seeing a lot of growth in the availability in the aftermarket parts segments for these types of vehicles as well. And speaking of smaller types of vehicles, micro campers have become a staple in the overlanding industry. Teardrop trailer campers, SUV conversions, composite truck bed campers, hard-sided rooftop tents, and even air-inflated frames in ground tents and trailer tents. Not to mention the 4x4 van life community, where people are ditching the idea of conventional RVs for more capable and maneuverable off-road vans, so that way they can get down and camp by the river in a van. Even the UTV side-by-side market is jumping on the off-road adventure train and mounting rooftop tents on their UTVs. Which, by the way, if you are looking for a new package set of wheels and tires for your side-by-side, well, we have those too. So with the growing trend of micro campers and some of the cool technology that has come out so far in this segment, makes me pretty excited for where things are going to go here and what kind of new space age technology is going to come out for having a nice little cozy place to stay in no matter where you go. Almost like when we built forts as kids, but now they're way cooler. Same size, just much more convenient than a fort. And with being able to get your micro camper to just about anywhere you're looking to get to, really has a majority of the tire manufacturers working hard at trying to create a perfect balance of on-road and off-road traction, performance, toughness, and comfort in what is known as a hybrid tire aimed mostly at the overlanding vehicle industry. The hybrid, rugged terrain, crossover, trail terrains, XT type of tire category is getting more and more popular and is a huge growing trend in the off-road category in general. These tires are getting more sophisticated by having the off-road capable strength and grippy compounds, but also trending up are their mileage warranties and an increase in getting the 3-peak mountain snowflake rating classifications, proving that tire manufacturers are really trying to bridge that gap between all-terrain and mud-terrain tires. And I think they're getting pretty close, especially if tire companies can figure out a blend of tire compound that offers a long-lasting on-road tread combined with the grip and adhesion of a softer, more pliable compound like the Nitto K-Spec Trail Grappler or BFG KM3 or something like that. But then a 60,000 mile warranty on top of that, 3-peak mountain snowflake rating, a flexible 3-ply sidewall, and well, you guys get the point. Now, that would be one hell of an awesome tire. With the advancements in tire technology and hybrids being a substantial trend, wheels, rims, have also been getting some much needed attention, and a lot has been happening over the last year that we're gonna see continue to grow. The biggest technological breakthrough of not just the last year, but since maybe the beadlock wheel or the flow-formed alloy wheels, or when forged wheels hit the market, or maybe even since the introduction of Method Race Wheels bead grip technology in their 700 series wheels, is Icon Alloy's new interlock beadlock technology wheel that they designed and engineered into their popular selling Rebound model called the Rebound Pro. Beadlock wheels are great and have their advantages, like super easy to change a tire on a beadlock wheel with a removable beadlock ring, but traditional beadlock wheels are not DOT compliant of on-road use, but wheel companies are also working hard at being creative enough to figure out a way to lock the outer tire bead in position and be DOT compliant at the same time. And that's exactly what Icon Alloys has achieved with their new interlock beadlock technology. which Caleb, one of the head engineers and mastermind at Icon Alloys, Icon Vehicle Dynamics, has brought to market for us that we can legally drive with these wheels on the road and then air down our tires once we hit the trails without having to worry about blowing the outer bead off the wheel and end up with a flat tire. Because the pins that bolt through the rim of the wheel end up behind the bead of the tire and lock it in place. It's super simple and genius at the same time. But I think we're going to continue to see this trend of DOT compliant functional bead locks or bead grip type of technologies grow in the off-road and overlanding industries. And guys, to see exactly how Icon's new interlock bead lock works, check out the video we have linked in the description below. And of course, to purchase them, well, just head over to TrailBuilt Off-Road by clicking the link that we'll also have posted in the description as well. And the biggest trend we are seeing coming out of 2021 and into 2022 and is going to continue to grow for a while yet is a virtue known as patience. With the mega boom in sales, depleting current inventories on aftermarket automotive parts and many other industries, plus the logistical nightmares stemming from overseas shipping down to massive employee shortages, people are starting to understand that there is only so much that can be done at a time from suppliers worldwide to get our products to our doors as fast as possible. I know our team here at TrailBuilt is tirelessly and continuously working on implementing new technologies to improve and decrease wait times. From website improvements such as having a sort by quick delivery that we just implemented, it's a filter that shows you guys all of our fastest shipping products, to expanding our abilities to bring in and stock thousands of more wheel and tire packages by building a brand new 350,000 square foot distribution center in addition to the 150,000 square foot distribution center we already have. And those are just a few of the growth and logistical challenges we are working out. But with you guys in the overlanding and off-road communities being as awesome as you guys are, just know that we notice that and we greatly appreciate all of your patience as we continue to strive to be your go-to for everything wheels, tires, suspension, and accessories supplier for all things related to the off-road vehicle communities. And guys, these are just some of the biggest growing trends that we have noticed in the off-road and overlanding vehicle communities, but I'm also really interested to hear back from you guys as to what trends all of you are noticing or have noticed over the last year. What are some of the biggest growing trends, and were there any previous trends that just completely died off? Definitely make sure and let us know in the comments below. Also guys, remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe button to like today's video and to stay up to date with all of our newest videos. Remember, wheels, tires, suspension, and accessories for your vehicle, TrailBuilt Off-Road. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.